Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Today, we will discuss about disease intensity, or sometimes we also call it disease severity. Uh, I have a table here. Effect of seed dressing and variety on incident of severity and severity of Cercospora leaf spot. So here we see that there are two data. First is disease incidency. What we are focused on disease severity. Yeah, disease severity. At 9 weeks after showing and at harvesting. From this data, we can see that variety X Yumfa have highest disease severity at harvest. Yeah, about 65% disease severity. It's mean that X Yumfa is not recommended for planting because the severity is high, yeah, and highest than the other. Better we use like sampai 15 or 7, yeah, or 7, because these two variety have lowest disease severity. When a plant have highest or high severity or high disease intensity, probably the plant will die soon. They will not produce food, fruit, or leaf or growth. Yeah. But when we find our plant have a low severity, it's still have probability the plant can be survive until the plant produce fruit. So that's why we looking for the lowest disease severity. That is 7 and also 15. Now the question is how people can calculate disease severity or disease intensity. How they can make this number. Yeah. How we can observe disease severity or disease incidency. Or sorry, disease severity or disease intensity. So how to make it? First, we have to conduct, before we do observation, first we need to determine our objective first. Yeah, why we conduct monitoring, why we need to monitor the disease intensity, why we need to observe disease severity. Okay. Number 2 is doing scoring. Yeah. Nah, actually, in terminology, disease severity can be defined as the area of volume of the plant tissue that is visible disease per the total plant tissue. So how people can calculate disease severity is by calculating the size of the spot area, yeah, the size of the spot area, all of the spot area per the size of the whole leaf. Yeah, for the example, the size of the leaf is 15 centimeters and the size of the spot is only 7 centimeters. So this variety is 7 per 15 is around about 50%. But it's not easy to be conducted. Yeah, if we can doing disease severity by calculating the size area, it's better. But probably it's very difficult to conduct. Yeah, and it will be need more time to conduct. So to solve that problem, we can calculating by using scoring. Using scoring. So for the example, like in this picture, we're doing scoring to to leaf spot disease in the leaf. Yeah, so our sample unit is leaf, and the symptom is leaf spot. Yeah. It's difficult to calculating the size of spot. Yeah, so what we need is we need a scoring index. Yeah, if we find there is no spot in the leaf, we can put it in the score 0. And when we find the almost or all of part of the leaf already have spot, it will be scoring as 9. Yeah, so it's scoring. It will help us for calculating the percentage of lesio per the size of the tissue. This is also scoring for Rasplus disease in the leaf, and sometimes we conduct monitoring not on the leaf but on the whole plant from bottom into the up. Yeah, this is the example. Leaf Helminthosporium cause leaf blight disease on corn. We have some scoring here. When we find there is no symptom, of course the score will be 0. But if we find the leaf blight in the lower part of the plant, it will be score 0.5. We can see here the leaf blight is going from bottom, yeah, and after that it's really going to the upper leaf. So that's why the most severe score is when the top leaf also get leaf blight. And the other condition, we also can do monitoring in the fruit. Yeah, in the fruit. This is Ceratocystis fungi on coconut. Yeah, on coconut. So here we can see there is scoring from 0.3% until 70%. But the problem is when we conduct scoring, sometimes from one person to the other person will be have different perspective. For the example, like this sample A, based on this scoring criteria, maybe some of you will be put it in scoring 2 because they have several spot here until half of this tissue have spot like scoring 2. But some of you maybe see there is a browning here. Yeah, there is a browning here. And score 2 is still do not have any browning there. If we find a browning, we put it in score 4. So it will be different. Maybe some of you will be put it in score 2. Some of you will be put it in score 4 because it have browning, or maybe some of you take a middle to put it in the score 3. So it's the problem because in the field sometimes we find a condition of the symptom that different with our scoring. So that's why we also need descriptive scoring like here, like in this table. Yeah, this table. For the example, okay, scoring for this plant, we can put it in the score. We cannot put it in the score 3 because it's 3 if there is a view on the middle leaf. Yeah, but this middle leaf is still no blight, so it will not score 3. It will be 2 or maybe 1. Yeah, it will not 0.5 because restricted lesion on lower leaf. It's not restricted lesion because it's a lot of lesion in the lower leaf. So it's maybe become 2 because we find a moderate number of lesion in the lower. Yeah, so it will be score 2. After that, we will choose the sample pattern. It will be better if we can make a sample pattern that representative the area. Yeah, we have to consider with the biology of the pathogen. Yeah, like what we discussed last week. And the last is time. Yeah, time. We have to decide when we will start the monitoring, when we will finish it, and the interval. Yeah. For the example, this is data from my previous research. I conduct monitoring start from week 6. Yeah, because this disease will not infect our plant until the plant come into generative stage. So it's around 6 weeks after planting. So that's why I started in the 6th. And I finished it in the 12 weeks after planting because the plant was already harvesting. So I stop here in the 12. I put interval long, very long. It's about 2 weeks. So every 2 weeks, because first the location of this research is very far from here. So I need to going there by train. It's around about 4 hours by train. So that's why I need more money for to conduct that, so I put interval 2 weeks. And that's how we calculating the disease severity in one plan. Yeah. But how we can calculating disease severity in a population? A, a population we conduct by this formula. So disease intensity is let us do some example. Yeah. Here we have scoring. Yeah, we have scoring for corn 0.45 until 5 scoring. Yeah. Here we have 10 samples. Actually, we have a lot of plant, but we only take 10 plant as a sample. Yeah. So the number of sample is 10. Yeah, number of 10. And here we have number of sample. Here we have the highest score on our criteria. The highest score of our criteria, like here we see, is 5. Yeah. So we put here 5. This one is the worst condition that we will happen. The worst condition that we will happen is when all of our sample have 5 score. So that's why we put here 5 times 10. Yeah. And here we have some score like 0.5, 1, 2, score 3, score 4, and also score 5. Yeah. We will calculate number of plant sample that have score 0.5. Here we see that our first sample have score 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, again 3, 4, 5, and also 3. It's mean that there is no plant that have score 0.5. So we put here 0. Score 1 also 0, score 2 also 0. We have some plant have score 3. The number is 1, 2, 3, 4. That's why we put here 4. The number of plant with score 4 is 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's why we put here 3. And then the plant with score 5 is 3 also. We put it 3. So we can conduct the formulation and then we find the intensity for the population. At the end, we have some data like in this curve. Yeah, maybe in the first observation, there is no plant infected by disease, so the intensity is 0. Yeah, let's see this blue line. Yeah, this blue line. When we observed the population in the second week, we find that 25% of the population it's sick, or the disease density is around 26. Yeah, and so on. Now here we have some problem. Yeah, if we find the please look at this picture. Yeah, when I ask you which color that have highest disease intensity in the 2 weeks after inoculation, yeah, the highest intensity in 2 weeks after inoculation, maybe you can answer the answer is the blue line. Yeah, the blue line have highest disease intensity in the 2 weeks after inoculation. But if I ask you in the 4 weeks after inoculation, which one have highest disease intensity, the answer is the black one. So it's different. It's changed. Yeah, it's changing. Now I have a next question. Yeah, I have a next question. From 1 weeks until 7 weeks after inoculation, which line that have highest intensity? How you calculate it? Maybe some of you will answer the black one, sir, because it's look highest here, but the other one will say that the blue one, sir, because from the beginning they have the highest intensity, and the black one have lower than the blue one. So we can answer the question by description, by descriptive this figure. We have a number here. We can use this number uh, to answer that question. How to answer it? We use area under disease progress curve. That is the size of the area under the disease progress curve. Yeah, you can see from here, yeah, the size of this area look bigger than this one. It's mean that it's more severe than this one. Yeah, and see this the BC A6X16 here. The area under this progress curve is lower than here. Yeah, so it's look that is more lower, the severity is more lower than in this graph. Yeah. Now, how we can calculate the size of the area under this progress curve? Actually, yeah, we have some formula here. You can check this formula, or you can see actually the size, the shape of the area under this progress curve is triangle, trapezoid, and some of his is you can calculate it by times the size. Yeah. So it's simple shape that we learn it in the elementary school or in the junior high school. You just need to sum the size of for each area here. Then the you have the size of the area under this progress curve. After that, you can compare it with the other the other area from other disease curve. Yeah. So that's how we can answer which one the highest uh, and which one the lowest. Yeah, by calculating the size of the area under progress curve. Yeah, you can practice it by answering this question: which treatment having lowest disease development? You can try to calculating the size of the area for blue line, and then yellow, red, green, and also the gray. Yeah, after that, the lowest IUDPC is the lowest disease development curve. Yeah, I think that's all from today's topic. If you have question, please us in our WhatsApp group. Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.